Hi, Bentley. Today is October 9th, and as usual, I'm more than happy to record this video lesson for you. I think I've made one once for you before, or maybe even a couple. I really like these because they make good use of your time, one, but two, you can come back to them, play along with them, watch them, learn from them over and over instead of just a single lesson. So hopefully this is like a little workout video for you to come back to and play along with whenever you like. So I'm actually going to teach to you an exercise, Bentley, because you're doing so well, you're progressing so well, that is typically introduced to students um, when they start middle school. So I know that you have a couple more years until middle school, but I think that you might be ready for something called the Hannon exercises. So a man named Hannon or Hanon, the French, but in American English, we just say Hannon. He created these exercises that are very repetitive. They're not exciting, Bentley. But what's good about repetitive, kind of boring exercises is that you don't have to focus totally on them. So what I mean by that, I know that sounds weird. What I mean by that is you can do these exercises like while you're frankly like listening to music or reading a book right here on the keyboard. Or I mean, if there's a TV close, you could be watching TV and play these exercises. Once you get them solid, they're not meant to be something that you sit down at the piano and go, oh my goodness, what am I doing? They're meant to be exercises that you do like this. Like I could be watching TV and go, and watch a TV show or YouTube video or whatever. Because they're so repetitive and so boring that you can just do them. Your hands will just do them. Eventually, when you get them really good, they'll just do them automatically. You don't have to think about it. So excellent. Okay. So I'm going to, again, I know I just played it for you, but I want to play it for you. I want you to see me play this Hannon exercise number 1. This is the very first one. There are technically like 60 of them. I only teach the first 20. You can also do them in different keys and stuff. I don't go into all that. But this is the very first one. Very useful. I play this exercise all the time to warm up my hands. I mean, this is my go-to warm-up, right? So let's say you have to play at school. You're asked to play somewhere at school or whatever. This is the great one. Okay. So let me just play for you first. Don't follow along or anything, like play along with me. You can just watch me do this. Keeping my fingers nice and rounded. My wrists are nice and relaxed, kind of loose. I'm trying. Last one. Until I pause and go back down. Do you see the pattern, Bentley? The pattern is simply reversed on the descending. Let me show you just the right hand. Now I'm going closer to the camera so that you can see better. My thumb is on C. It doesn't really matter which C, Bentley. So just pick a C. Right hand thumb on C. 1 on C. 2 on E, not D, but E. I'm skipping a key, but I'm not skipping a finger. 1 on C, 2 on E, 3, 4, 5 are all normal and steps. 4, 3, 2. Don't go back to C. You already did the pattern starting on C. So now go to D. Skip a key. New note, skip a key, Use all your fingers. Walk up the stairs and down the stairs. Use your ear to see if you're playing the pattern. So it's always starting on C. That's easiest. Skip a key using your 2 finger. Play all your keys up and down in steps. New note, skip. New note, skip a key. Use all your fingers. New note, skip a key. Use all your fingers. Skip a key. Now, the left hand, the same thing, bud. Just different fingers, not a big deal. My 5 is on C. Again, any C. If I'm up here and this is down here, perfect. C. My ring finger is going to go to E, not D, but E. So play that for me, Bentley. C, E, with your 5 and 4. C, E. Now play all of the keys up and down. Skip. See how I skipped a key? That skipping is going to build that stretch between your fingers. Encourage that stretch, you know. Skip. All the keys up and down. Use all your fingers. Last one, skip. So again, it looks like this. New note, skip. New note, skip. New note, skip. See how there's that white key in between my fingers? New note, skip. New note, skip. New note, skip. Now, Bentley, I'm actually going to stop there. I know I showed you the descending, like the second part where you, like I go, but I'm going to leave that off for now. Just work on the hand and exercise going up or ascending. And again, it gets to be kind of addictive, kind of fun. And then you play them all the time. They'll eventually get really fast and fun to play. And again, they're the kind of exercise that you'll memorize naturally. You're a very good memorizer. And then you can play them anywhere. So you travel, you go to somebody's house, you know, somebody has a keyboard. You can just pull this up out of your head, practice piano. And it's not your song, but they're exercises. Now, something to keep in mind, a couple of things to keep in mind. When you're playing Hanon, because it's repetitive, boring, you get to think about your technique, Bentley. So again, think about rounded hand position, holding a bubble, relaxed wrists, dropped shoulders, like don't raise your shoulders, right? Dropped shoulders, elbows relaxed at your side, heavy arms. And those are all things that that's what you can be focusing on when that exercise gets to be easy. You can kind of zone out and start to go, okay, wait a minute. Am I actually curving my fingers to the point where I can't see my own fingernails? Am I actually relaxing my wrist, or is it coming up or coming down, right? Are my forearms parallel to the keys? Things like this. You can start to think about that later, okay? So these are the ultimate goals, not now, but later. Those are the goals. That's what you're going to be thinking about when you play those hand-in exercises, okay? So have fun with your songs. Keep playing your Play Once Daily songs, okay? Try this hand-in exercise. even if it's just one hand at a time, but don't worry about playing hands together yet. And I will see you next week. Stay safe.